Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny, and tonight we're here at Jack Salter Stadium for a big district rivalry matchup as St. Paul's comes to take on the Covington Lions. And this is a big district rivalry. We covered the battle of Mandeville 2 weeks ago, Mandeville taking on Fontainebleau. This is the Battle of Covington, as the teams are located about 3 miles apart. Its real name is the Battle for the Little Brown Jug. St. Paul's has had that jug 11 of the last 12 years. So tonight, we'll see what happens. Let's bring in our analyst, Tiger Edwards. Tiger, St. Paul's offense has been very potent. What do we know about them?
The St. Paul Wolves have scored 188 points and given up 51. They're led by quarterback Jonte McDowell. He has 985 yards passing, 10 touchdowns with a 65% completion rate. But when he flings it, look for him to go to T.J. Bedford. He's got 29 receptions, 404 yards, and 5 of those touchdowns.
And Covington, very powerful as well. They shut down a very potent offense in Slidell last week. What do we know about them?
Slidell last week, first half was not good for the Slidell Tigers because the Covington Lions came up with 6. That's right, 6 interceptions, 3 by defensive back Marcus Williams, so defensively good. Offensively, they've got Devin Brumfield, and I say they've got Devin Brumfield, but that's with a question mark because he got nicked up in the game last week at Slidell. He's got 502 yards rushing on 96 carries, 11 touchdowns. He's the big hoss. The question is, will he play?
And we'll find that out from Coach Salter. Tonight, it's the battle for the Little Brown Jug. Welcome to it. Let's talk to the coaches. Pre-game with Covington head coach Greg Salter. Coach, last week Devin Brumfield got a little banged up. How's he looking coming into this game tonight?
He's still, he didn't get to practice a whole lot this week, but he's excited about, trying to give it a go and trying to play. So we're going to see how he looks in warm-ups, and he'll be a game-time decision. But, I know, with the determination that kid has, I wouldn't be surprised if he's ready to go for game time.
And last week you slowed down and stopped a very powerful offense led by Wayne Griffin from Slidell. This week they have similarly a very powerful offense. How do you plan on slowing down St. Paul's tonight?
Well, I think the keys are going to be the same as they were last week. Last week we did a great job up front. We were able to control the line of scrimmage defensively. We were able to put pressure on the quarterback, get him moving around, make him uncomfortable. And a few balls sailed on him because of that. And we were able to stop the run. And, obviously with the offense that they have, and the players that they have, we're going to have to be able to do all that again tonight to have a chance in this one.
Yeah, and that goes into my next question. They're on a 4-game winning streak. How do you snap that tonight?
Well, just play to the best of our ability. I think we have a pretty good football team too, and we certainly have a ton of respect for them and what they've accomplished. But the 4 games prior to this mean nothing. The only thing that matters is tonight, and whoever plays the best tonight, is going to be the team that comes out on top.
It's a big rivalry matchup for the Covington area. What does it mean? What does this game mean for this area?
Well, it is, the community, really gets excited about it. But for us, we have a job to do. And, we try not to let the rivalry be bigger than the game itself. The only thing that matters to us in that locker room is they're a game ahead of us in the district standings. And, we'd like to gain some ground there. And that's the only thing that matters is, tonight, the game itself, not necessarily the rivalry.
Pre-game with Coach Steers. Coach, this is the first time we're seeing your team in the Prep Zone. You're on a 4-game win streak. How's your team looking coming into tonight?
Well, we practiced well during the week. Expect a good performance. Should be great competition. Always a great competition against Covington High. Kids are excited about it.
Covington rolled over Slidell last week. They have a lot of power on both sides of the ball. What's it going to take to beat them tonight?
Well, they've been playing great defense, and Devin Brumfield's a load to take down. So we're going to have to play great defense ourselves, and they seem very opportunistic and getting turnovers, so we're going to have to take care of the ball. And, if we do those things, we'll do a good job competing against them tonight.
And we are underway from high above the field here at Jack Salter Stadium as Devin Jenkins kicks the ball off. Surprise onside kick, but recovered by number 56, Spencer Cole for the St. Paul's Wolves. A little trickeration to start the game, Tiger.
Apparently, it looks like that unless I don't know. It didn't really look like that to me because it looked like he kicked it, but at the same time
it just went off the side of the foot.
Side off the foot. I'm guessing that. I didn't see any planned rush there or anything, so I'm going to say a missed kick.
So we'll get our first look at the St. Paul's offense led by Jonte McDowell in the gun. Take the snap. He'll hand off to Vidal, and he'll be bottled up around the 42-yard line by Avery Mendheim, the 6'1", 155-pound sophomore for Covington.
Tried to go right side right there, and Mannheim closed it down, and they got only a yard.
So now St. Paul's show the empty set. Jonte McDowell alone in the backfield. And Myers to the bottom of your screen here. Motion from Vidal, crossfield, dropping back, rolling to his right. McDowell taking off, and there's a flag down after McDowell is forced out of bounds. Flag behind the play.
Anthony Ford
Rushed out by Anthony Ford.
pushed him out. Good coverage in the secondary. A secondary that had 6 picks last week, and we've got our first penalty of the game.
Holding on St. Paul's, that'll back them up.
So they go with two backs in the backfield on first down, and second down they go empty. So
Bring up,
showing a lot of different formation early.
that'll bring up 2nd and 22. Ball on the 28-yard line. McDowell motion from Davenport and handoff to Vidal. He's rushing near sideline, and he's tackled by a host of Lions over there, including Cody Turner, along with Ralph Crandall.
Really, basically a draw play right there. They motioned out, hoping to bring the linebackers out, and then like a delayed give to the Williamson, and boom.
McDowell in the gun. Still 3rd and very long. Waiting the play from the sideline. No one jumped. They used that hard count, that freeze play, as they like to call it. Cameron Vidal to McDowell's left. Rolling out. McDowell squaring up. Tossing long downfield. And complete. No, he dropped it. Incomplete.
What a play.
Intended for Grant Rosh.
What a play. McDowell sprinting one way, pulls up and throws back across the field. It looked like number 11, Marcus Williams, the guy that had 3 picks last week, would almost get in front of that, but then the intended receiver Grosh ends up dropping it. I got to say, though, it was going to be a tough catch, all things considered.
So that brings up 4th and long, and a good stop for stopping this normally potent St. Paul's offense by Covington. And fair catch called by Kajan Baptiste at the 36-yard line.
Well, you just said it, a big stop early on their potent offense. In fact, they went backward with the penalty, ended up having to punt the ball, and decent field position here at the 36 for the Lions.
And we saw that defensively with Covington. Slidell made errors that got him backed up, and Covington was able to capitalize on that last week. Here's Alfaro, our first look at the Covington offense. Joshua Alfaro at the helm. And Devin Brumfield is a go. They said they were going to try him out in warm-up, see how he was doing, and they're giving him the go to start at running back tonight.
5 seconds on the play clock.
And flare pass out to Brumfield, catches it, going upfield, but he'll be tackled for a loss of 4 on the play over there by Josh Terrell, along with Nick Knobloch.
Well, the defense we know about St. Paul's, they're good. They penetrate, throw that. That's a complete pass for a loss of 2. So that's not a good way for the Lions to start.
2nd and 12 for the Covington offense. Alfaro, and it looked like the ball is down. Alfaro got it and made something out of nothing, diving forward for a gain, but it was a botched handoff.
Well, I think that was the read option. He was trying to pull. He didn't get it out. The ball went to the turf. He pulled it out. He ended up gaining 2 or 3 yards on it.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Covington offense.
Nothing like a fumble forward for +3.
Whenever you can make something out of nothing. 3 to the bottom of your screen. Alfaro, play action. He'll throw it, and complete pass to Milton Clark, 5'9", 160-pound junior for Covington. And that's a first down.
Nice play action pass right there. Good fake in there, pulled it out and drilled Clark with a real good catch there going to the turf for their first down. And the ball right at midfield.
Low snap, flare out to Clark, and he's dropped immediately by number 38, Jordan Eberts.
Eberts avoided the block right there and submarined the receiver for a loss.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 12 once again. 3 to the top of your screen. Alfaro calls for it. He'll play action pass complete to Clark once again, and another first down for the Covington Lions.
They went back to that same play action pass to the other side of the field, and Clark is going right down the inside. He's the inside receiver going right down the hash or inside the hash for a little, basically a little post, skinny post pass. Boom, first down, back-to-back first downs for the Lions.
8:10 to go here in the first. Covington will have 3 to the bottom of your screen, and they're driving on this very good St. Paul's defense. Alfaro calls for it. This time he'll hand it off to Brumfield, pushing forward, driving forward, and he'll gain 5 on the play before being brought down over there by a pack of wolves, including Taylor Lacoste, the 6', 195-pound junior linebacker.
Brumfield staying low to the ground, running hard. He's not going to go down with one guy pulling him down.
Brings up 2nd and 6. This play is signaled in from the sideline. 2 to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. Motion from Clark, and it's handoff on the jet sweep. Clark coming and tackled over there on the sideline by Robert Bucoy.
I think if he'd have planted right in front of that block that he was getting there and cut it up 90 degrees, he'd have got a little more. He tried to string it out to the sideline, ended up, he still got 7 yards on the play, but he might have got a couple more.
3rd and 3 for Covington, 3 to the top of your screen. Alfaro calls for it, and he'll keep it going up the middle, powering forward. He'll get the first down on the quarterback keeper. He's brought down over there by Nick Knobloch.
It looked like number 38, Eberts, was coming straight for Alfaro, but could not wrap him up and kind of almost knocked the play off of balance. And Alfaro kept it straight ahead and got a first down. Three first downs in a row for the Lions.
1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. 3 to the top of your screen. Alfaro calls for it, looking right side, pressure coming, throws, and caught for the Covington touchdown. Number 20, Mason Cialona.
And they run a double post right there. Great play call right there by R.T. McDaniel to drill that, and Alfaro drilled it right in there to Cialona, and the Lions on the board first, which is what they needed to do. If you looked on paper pre this game, you were gonna say this could get ugly from the other side of the field early. Not so fast, my friend.
Jenkins on to attempt the extra point. Snap, down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:40 remaining in the first quarter, Covington Lions lead 7-0. Jenkins on the kick following the Cialona touchdown from Alfaro. The ball falls off the tee, so he'll reset, try this again. Jenkins. See if he gets more under it, what happens on this kick. And kind of the same thing, that I guess it's kind of like a almost purposeful shank to the left side.
Now, yes, after I've seen it the second time, I think he wants to kick it by hard by the front line into the second line, so the deep backs don't have a chance to return it.
And Myers and Vidal, very talented, very speedy backs for the St. Paul's Wolves. So now we'll get our second look at the St. Paul's offense. McDowell on, and here's Williamson in the backfield. Option, McDowell keeps it himself, going up the middle for a gain of about 6 yards.
He was initially hit behind the line of scrimmage, but that's how good he is. He was able to run it. That time a different formation. They went with 2 tights and 2 flankers, running the option, trying to get that, trying to get a block right there with the tight end at point of attack.
2nd and 3. Now they have the fullback in. And it'll be a handoff. Williamson going far sideline, and will try and break 1 tackle, but he's gang tackled down, and he's kept in bounds. A little short of the first down. Nope, they give it to him. First down for St. Paul's.
Again, a different formation. They're trying them all out here in the first half to check alignments with what Covington's going to do. That time they went with a wing and tried to run to the wing.
Now 2 backs back there in the gun with McDowell. Yeah, they're really opening up this playbook and showing a lot so far early in this one.
They're trying to get a beat on how Covington's lined up for everything.
Handoff Williamson up the middle. He'll gain maybe a yard before being brought down by Cody Turner.
They're going to come back to that play at some point and let McDowell keep it and option it because he was open.
That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Now lining up in the gun, they have 3 to the top of the screen. Williamson in the backfield with McDowell, motion coming and rolling to the right side. McDowell, pass overthrown, intended over there for Grant Grosh.
He wasn't really under any pressure right there. I thought he could, but I guess he thought Grosh was going to be going out of bounds, so I thought he could have pulled up right there and then nailed him.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 8 now for St. Paul's. This time going 3 to the bottom of your screen. McDowell calls for it, looking to pass, dropping back, pressure coming, running left side, running up the sideline, and he'll extend for the first down before running out of bounds.
McDowell breaks containment, steps out of bounds.
If I'm noticing this correctly, Covington is spying on McDowell. They've got number 40, Anthony Ford, who's sitting in the middle waiting to see if the pocket breaks down and do I need to get over there. That time, bad angle by Ford, first down for St. Paul's.
And the very speedy McDowell handoff. Williamson up the middle. He'll power forward after initial contact before being brought down by Grayson Lloyd, 5'11", 170-pound senior middle linebacker.
Ran the power to the split end side that time, and Williamson got 4, taking it up the middle.
Second and 6 for St. Paul's. Dropping back, McDowell looking to pass, has Williamson on the flare, and he checked down, and Williamson brought down after a gain of about 3 over there by Avery Mendheim. Williamson heading out, checking in, Logan Davenport.
That time McDowell had to check down to a stop route right around the line of scrimmage. They pick up good yardage. You're going to bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, 3:53 to go here in the first. Motion calls for it, and they'll toss it up to Myers. Myers trying to cut back, and he'll be wrestled down about the 39-yard line by LaSherman Wallace.
I've got to tell you that number 13, is it 13? Who's, oh, no. Yeah, Thomas Johnson came up and was pressing the wide receiver and forced that play back for the loss. Great job by him.
and 5.
4th and 4, and St. Paul's still has their offense on the field, ball at the 39-yard line, going for it. Snap back, McDowell rolling left side, looking to step up. He'll keep it himself, running, and he'll slide down after getting the first down.
McDowell on his keeper.
Going to be the mark, though, I think.
Let's see where they spot it.
Ooh,
And that,
yep. It's going to be right on the line, I think. He's going to get it.
Turner.
And
Yep.
they'll give him the first
Wow.
down.
Wow.
And the Covington sideline is protesting that spot.
That's the 35.
Nah, you know, I got to think that was about right from my vantage point. But that's what you got to worry about with McDowell. Not just throwing the ball, but him scrambling.
He's definitely dual threat, very speedy on the ground. Two backs back there with McDowell, motion coming, and they'll hand it off to Williamson, who will be tackled
Williamson
after a
is the
3-yard
ball
gain.
carrier.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 7
Rob Crandall
for St. Paul's. Crandall on the tackle, 5'9", 175-pound junior linebacker.
2nd and 7.
McDowell calling for it, looking left side, passing, complete. And Timothy Bedford, that's that go-to receiver we were talking about. He was pretty open over there, caught it, got a good gain and the first down.
They're using the kind of a half sprint out that time, which they've run before earlier this evening. Pull up and drill that ball. Nice pass right there, I got to say.
Another first down for St. Paul's. Play action, tossing out, caught by Grant Grosh, and he'll be dropped after crossing. He's inside the 10, brought down over there by Liam Vincent Fora.
Ran a little screen out here, and Austin Baham was not able to break through the blocker to make that stop, so they picked up 8 yards on the play, 2nd down 2.
2nd and 2, a minute 35 to go here in the first. McDowell will call for it, he'll keep it himself, and met in the backfield immediately by Lloyd along with Vincent Foria, but we have a yellow hanky on the field, and it's holding called on the Wolves.
I was afraid that was going to happen.
Flag on the field.
So that'll back the Wolves up. To about the 22. As they await the play from the sideline. They have that big board over there. This play coming up has something to do with Snapchat.
Oh.
That's one of the images on their board over there.
Gotcha.
It's the Snapchat play. McDowell throwing the flare route out there, still going, still on his feet, cutting inside, and he will score. Thomas Celestine. And the Wolves are on the board.
Check T.J. Bedford with a great block out there on that little wide receiver screen to help make that touchdown.
St. Paul's lining up off to the side, extra point coming following the Celestine touchdown. On to kick the extra point, Austin Means, senior kicker for St. Paul's. Snap, down, kick is up, and it is good. So with a minute 7 to go here in the first quarter, the score is tied at 7 apiece.
They'll be in the north end of the stadium on the track.
Means on the kick following the Wolves touchdown. Means boots it far downfield, and this one won't be returned as it rolls out the back of the end zone.
Well, a big drive there by the Wolves to tie this game up. I mean, they kind of stumbled around on their first possession. No doubt about this second possession. Methodical, right down the field, even with a holding call that made it 2nd and 14. They were able to score.
And now we'll get another look at Joshua Alfaro in this Covington offense. Scored on their first drive, looking to continue scoring. This drive will start at the 20. Alfaro hands off. Brumfield up the middle. And he's tackled after a gain of 2 over there by Nick Knobloch.
Nothing fancy about that play. Straight ahead, handoff. Give it to Brumfield.
It's a running back with Brumfield's size and speed. It's kind of a dream play. Just let me go run people over.
Of course, you would hope for a little more blocking, a little bit of an opening to get through,
And Alfaro will keep it himself, has a lot of space, blocked to the outside, still on his feet, crossing the 40, and crosses the 45 before being tripped up over there by number 9, Wayne Galloway. Galloway, a freshman on this St. Paul's team. I saw him in the JV game Wednesday. He's a stout player for St. Paul's. He goes both ways, also plays wide receiver.
Nice cut that time, inside out, and a great block by Early Cut.
3 to the top of your screen, trying to catch him on that freeze. Play being signaled in from the sideline. It's 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go. Alfaro, he'll hand it off upfield to Brumfield, but we have a yellow hanky down.
There's a flag thrown.
We're going to have a holding call, is my prediction.
And on that tackle was Hayden Ockman. But let's see. Call, and Tiger Edwards is right. Holding call. That'll back up.
That's something that's not said very often.
Holding call?
No. Tiger Edwards is right. There we go. But every once in a while, something's right.
9 seconds, clock is running. Perhaps this will run out. 5, 4, 3, and they'll let this one run out. So that will end the first quarter with the score tied 7 apiece.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
All right, starting off the second quarter, Covington is 1st and 20. Alfaro awaiting the signal from the sideline, 3 to the bottom of your screen. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Alfaro calls for it. Screen pass out to Cialona, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and brought down at the 45-yard line by Jack Benaldi.
Wow. Nice play right there. That's like, you can run that play, we can run that play.
And that will bring up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 45. So they're back to the original spot. Alfaro calling for it. Play action to Brumfield. Looking downfield, airs it out, and incomplete. Intended there for Mason Cialona. He had 3 guys around him.
Yeah, that one kind of hung up, and it was more to the middle of the field, and Cialona was running down the hash. Had he adjusted to it, he had a step, I think. Yeah, I think he had cleared enough to clear had he caught it, but it didn't happen. So
now it's 3rd and 10.
Now it's 3rd and 10.
What are you expecting here from the Covington offense here on 3rd and 10?
They're going to go back to that play where they ran. Watch this inside receiver. They're going to go to Clark down the center. play action pass maybe. Or
Alfaro calling for it, looking downfield, passing long and overthrows intended over there for Mason Cialona, who's out there on the far side, running down the far sideline.
they should have thrown it to the guy I said to. That safety is deep at about 15, and if you hit him in stride down the hash marks, then you got something.
So it's 4th and 10, Jenkins on the punt for the Lions. And Myers is deep for the Wolves. Punt is away. It's a high punt. Myers will catch it. He'll take it and break one tackle. Still on his feet, still going, and he'll be dragged down. Nope, still on his feet, still fighting.
Wow.
And still going. Jenkins
Whoa.
will eventually tackle him at midfield, but there's a flag on the play.
He got dumped at midfield, and I'm like you. I thought he was down, but he spun out of a couple of plays.
Good 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort
Oh, yeah.
from Myers, the senior returner. But we'll see what this yellow hanky's about.
There's a flag on the field.
A long meeting amongst the officials down here. They're still talking it over.
For your repair and replacement needs, as well as maintenance for your heating and cooling. Don't get
And
caught
it
in the dark.
is holding against the Wolves.
Call for more information at 892-8915.
That'll back up the Wolves.
Man, you sure hate to see that when somebody makes a play like that. He's coming
And that's
way
going to back
back.
him way up. So
Wow.
after the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort, Myers' efforts are
Still going back.
Going
That
back.
was right at near the initial catch.
Yeah, near where he caught the punt, which was a very good punt from Devin Jenkins.
And I would say unadvisedly he tried to return it, but make a heck of a return.
He had players right in his face when he caught it. But
That's what I'm saying.
Shades of Patrick Peterson from LSU when he pledged to not fair catch a ball, and he almost got lit up a couple times, but he was quick enough to get away. So the Wolves will start at the 12-yard line. In the gun, McDowell. He'll hand off Williamson up the middle. He'll gain a couple before being brought down by Vincent Foria and Anthony Ford.
That time they went back to the 2 tight end, 2 flanker formation and ran a little trap where Williamson started right but cut back through the trap hole, picked up 2, 2nd down, 8.
McDowell in the empty set. 2 to the top of your screen. Motion. And he kind of faked the pass, running right side, running to the sideline, and he'll be forced out over there by Marcus Williams. And he was close to the first down as he extended, as he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a design play, design scramble, basically. Fake the quick screen that they had success with and run the ball the other way. Bring up a 3rd down and 1. You love that.
3rd and 1. And they'll bring in a lot of big guys here. Only Bedford is out wide. Fullback is in. And they'll hand it off to Williamson going right side, and he'll be bottled up in the backfield.
Yeah, they went with 2 tights and with a wing I formation, ran to the tight the far side, the wing side, and could not pick it up. That speaks volumes for the Covington defense that they manned up right there.
Tackled by Ralph Crandall and Cody Turner. So we'll see Means on again to punt for the Wolves. And Means, no pressure coming. Means gets it away cleanly. And it is fair caught at the 45-yard line by Alanjai Earlycut.
Okay, great field position now for the Lions.
And the Lions will take over.
First down.
and 10 at their 45.
And they're looking
At the 45.
looking to take the lead here. They're hungry. It's tied up 7 apiece. 9:34 to go in the second play coming in.
Urban Insurance Agency of Covington serving all your insurance
From the
needs.
sideline,
Auto, home, commercial,
they're still
business,
huddled
life
up
and
over
health.
here,
Come see Jim McLaughlin,
frantically
Pat
breaking the
Rice,
huddle, and
McLaughlin,
the
Mike
play
Burton,
clock is running down to
and
19
South
seconds.
Tyler and Covington. That's Urban Insurance Agency,
15 seconds.
dealing with reliable companies
They're
that
kind of taking their
competitive
time
rates.
getting set up here.
No sense of urgency. Just
5, 4, 3. Alfaro calls for it, and he'll keep it left side, and he'll stretch that long 6'3" frame to get the extra yardage and cross midfield. Or actually, ball will be spotted right at midfield. So a 5-yard gain.
read
from Alfaro.
option. Read option that time. Alfaro kept it, cut it up. Nice run by him. Second and 5 for the Lions.
On 2nd and 5, Alfaro calls for it. He'll pitch it out to Brumfield, running near sideline, and he's upended over there by Christian Roberts, the leading tackler for the St. Paul's defense.
Roberts came flying up from his safety position to nail that play, and Brumfield for a loss of 1.
So 3rd and 6. Cialona coming into the game at receiver. They had Anthony Ford in there on offense for that last play. So 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, and once again taking their time. Play clock down to 10 seconds as the call just now being signaled in.
You hear R.T. McDaniel, the offensive coordinator, yelling, "Come on!"
Now Farrow dropping back, looking long, pressure coming, pocket breaks down, and he'll be dropped by Bradley Mashburn, the 6'4", 215-pound senior defensive end for St. Paul's.
Mashburn closed down inside and got Alfaro, and they forced the punt here. I think it's a combination of the Lions trying to use every second that they can and not, give their defense a little break.
So on 4th and 8, we see Devin Jenkins on the punt. Snap is back, no real rush coming. Jenkins gets a high one up there, and it's fair caught this time. Myers fair caught it, but we still have a yellow hanky on this play. At least he didn't waste the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort this time.
That was definitely shorter than the last punt, and several people ran by him, so he smartly fair caught it. We're picking up the flag, but we don't know.
And
We're getting a block below the waist.
called on St. Paul's. So they'll start this drive. Their officials looking at the ball and where to spot it. Looking over to the St. Paul's sideline, and they'll mark it off.
This is going to come
So
way back.
Yeah, they'll start deep in, once again, they'll start deep in their own territory on this drive.
And this is back-to-back times they've had the ball that they've made mistakes, and therefore, resulted bad field position for the Wolves.
7:33 to go in the half. Wolves have 3 to the top of your screen. Bedford to the bottom. McDowell calls for it, and he'll hand off Williamson. Williamson will gain about 3 on the play before being brought down over there.
Just a little inside handoff
by
again.
Ford.
They're not trying to do anything real fancy right down here with being in the shadow of their own goal. They want to make sure they try to move the ball out.
Play action to Williamson, tossed out there to Grant Grosh, and he's wrestled down for a loss out there by Ralph Crandall.
Well, the Lions blew up that play.
And so that'll bring up 3rd and 10
Also there to defend
for the St. Paul's offense. See McDowell in the empty set. And they tried that freeze, but good discipline from the Covington defense.
Quarterback draw or scramble. Some safe pass right here.
McDowell will play clock down to 2, 1. Well, it hit 0 before he got it off, but they let him go. And a deep pass down to Bedford, incomplete. Incomplete, intended to Bedford. Good coverage from Austin Russell.
specifically Austin.
Wow.
Russell.
I didn't hear it go off. Do you?
Line
Did you?
hold,
Isn't there a horn with that?
and 10.
With the play clock?
Yeah.
I don't think normally.
Okay.
I think just with the game clock.
Early clock
But
is
yeah,
Baptiste.
I was watching it when it got down to 0, and I had time to turn my head before the ball was snapped. But needless to say, it's still 4th down, and Means is punting from his goal line. Means gets a good one off, and it is fair. Caught him muffed! And it looks like
Can't tell.
I can't tell, but
I
there
don't
were
see-
a
I don't
pack
see
of
any-
wolves around it, and
Yeah, I don't see any pointing.
Yeah,
because that would have been the first indicator.
Covington player got on it. I believe that's early cut. It is. So good hustle from early cut. He had a pack of wolves around him, and he was still able to come up with the ball after muffing the punt. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions with 6:01 remaining here.
And now the Lions have inched even more closer to the. I mean, this is great field position. The Lions cannot keep squandering these chances. They've got to take advantage of it.
Alfaro. Well, it's down to 6-5. They're looking to get the play off 2-1. And he gets it off just in time, but
Fumble.
Well, but
no,
they blew the whistle beforehand for the. What was it, a timeout or? Yes, Covington took the timeout.
Oh my goodness!
Covington. Well, the play clock got down to about 0.
Right.
And Covington called the timeout just in time. So with 6 minutes remaining in the half, the score is tied 7-7, and Covington has called a timeout. And 1st and 10 coming out of the timeout. 6 minutes to go in the half. Alfaro. Well, Covington tried the freeze there. Play clock down to 17.
They dodged a bullet on that last play, calling timeout, because that ball was on the turf, and the St. Paul's man was headed for the end zone.
Play action to Brumfield, and the pass is dropped, intended for early cut.
Too low on the throw right there by Josh Alfaro.
So,
I mean, he's open on the play. You got to put it right in the numbers.
If he would have caught it, he would have had plenty of room to run. But 2nd and 10 for the Lions. 3 to the bottom of the screen. Alfaro calling for it, looking downfield, pressure coming, tosses it, intended for early cut, and out of reach.
Too far on that throw.
Bryson Brown on the coverage over there for the Wolves. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Lions. And, we saw last week the offensive line for the Lions, they were able to steamroll that Slidell defensive line. We're not really seeing that this week. They don't have as much control as they had last week. Snap back to Alfaro. Pressure coming, but it's a screen to Brumfield, who has plenty of room, and he may be just short of the 1st down.
He will be short. Well, great play call right there.
No, they give him the 1st down.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they say 1st down for the Lions.
All right. Well, I'll say this. That was a great play call right there. Got him sucked in, dumped it to him. Alfaro waited as long as he could and got it to Brumfield. Big play.
Waiting the call from the sideline, and it's 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Snap, handoff, Brumfield up the middle, and he's met immediately and dumped by Bradley Mashburn.
That front three is pretty stout.
Of Achman, Knobloch, and Mashburn.
Pretty stout. It's 3-on-5 right there, and they're doing a heck of a job.
Hayden Achman, 6'4", 225 senior. Nick Knobloch, the nose, 6 foot, 245 senior. And Bradley Mashburn, 6'4", 215 senior. Very veteran front three. 2nd and 10. Alfaro calling for it. Handoff. Brumfield up the middle, and he's tripped up by Christian Roberts.
Good run that time, but Roberts got down and got underneath him, and that's how you got to bring him down. You can't man up on him. You can't try to just ram into him. He'll knock you. He'll run you over.
Yeah, he's 5'11", 205, but once you get that mass moving, it's hard to stop. So it's 3rd and 2 for the Lions. They have the bigs in. They have the Maryland eye. Alfaro calling for it. He'll hand off up the middle to Brumfield, and he will get the first down and tackle there by Christian Roberts. But another first down for the Lions.
Picks up the first down. Brown making the tackle.
Went with the heavies that time. 2 tights with a triple stack eye. Ran the power to the right. Block down, kick out, pick up a first down.
3:51 remaining here in the half. And they'll keep the Maryland eye set in. They did have a lot of success with this last week. Alfaro calling for it. He'll hand off Brumfield left side. Brumfield will gain about 3 before being tackled by Taylor Lacoste. And that'll bring up second and about 8.
Pickup of 2 that time. I'm not, unless you're closer down, I'm not a huge fan of this right now.
But they will keep going with the Maryland eye as the play is called in from the sideline.
Maybe a little play action would be good here.
Alfaro calling for it. Play action. There it is. And tosses to a wide open Anthony Ford for the touchdown for the Lions. Tiger the Prophet.
What did I say? Just call me Marcus Lemonis. Boom, right there.
Touchdown for the Lions. 2:52 remaining in the half. And Jenkins comes on for the extra point.
Great play call there by R.T. McDaniel, going with the play action pass out of the triple stack eye.
Snap back, Johnson hold down. Kick is up for Jenkins, and it is good. So with 2:52 remaining in the first half, the Covington Lions lead 14-7. Jenkins on to kickoff following the touchdown for the Lions. And Jenkins will boot this one down far, different from his first 2 kickoffs. And this one will be returned by Vidal, who it will be tackled down. A very close call, but he's tackled down there.
I could see him going the distance right there. If he just wouldn't have got tripped up, which brings us back to those first 2 kicks, I understand why they did that.
Yeah, Vidal very speedy for the Wolves. So the St. Paul's trying to score, tie this up before half. They have 2:46.
On the return.
McDowell calls for it and keeps it. There's an option, pitch out to Williamson, and he is met big in the backfield by Anthony Ford.
That is how you play the option. That's how you play the pitch man. They had someone on the quarterback. He pitches it out there, and boom.
Lights him up. So that'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Wolves.
The Wolves need to get something going here and not going in the half down by 7.
2:15 on the clock. Snap back. McDowell looking to pass. Passing complete to Matt Myers, still on his feet, crossing midfield and forced out of bounds over there by Thomas Johnson after a big gain.
The key to that was how much time. Uh-oh, it's coming back.
Oh. And another mistake by the Wolves negates a big play.
Wow.
So they were looking at 1st and 10 from the Covington 45. Now, we'll see how far back. They're crossing the 10. It'll be spotted down. Spotted down at around the 9-yard line.
Wow,
their own 9-yard line.
Just when they thought they had a play that got them out of the shadow of their goal, they're pushed back further.
Correction, 2nd and
So-
long.
McDowell, they tried that freeze play, but it is 2nd and you know, as you say, 2nd and Lacombe.
Yeah. Run the football right here.
So McDowell calls for it, looking to pass. Rush coming, passing out and caught by an open Cameron Vidal. And he'll get right about back to the original line of scrimmage. And he's wrestled down over there by Austin Russell.
Great pitch and catch right there. He got Vidal right in the seam between the linebacker and the defensive back and put it right on the number. Nice pass.
3rd and 10 with 1:30 to go. McDowell looking downfield, rush coming, lofts a duck up and through the hands of Vidal.
Wow.
Avery Menheim on the coverage, and that's a break for Menheim. Had Vidal caught that, he could have kept going.
Right. Menheim lost his footing. Vidal was clearly behind him. If he'd have made the catch, we'd have had a tie game.
So now we'll see the St. Paul's punting unit once again with 1:24 to go in the half. Kajan Baptiste, along with Alonjai Earlycut, back to return for the Lions. Means back to punt. Snap is back. Means gets it off. The ball will bounce past the 30 and will be down at about the 27-yard line.
Wow. The Wolves have the penalty bugaboo in the first half here. They've squashed themselves on numerous occasions. That last series, after a big-time play, the penalty brought them all the way back. They ended up punting.
So on 1st and 10 with 1:11 to go, you see Alfaro in the gun with Brumfield. And you think Covington runs it out to get to half, or you think they try and score here? I mean, they are deep in their own territory.
I will say this. You never know. Coach McDaniel is a riverboat gambler.
Handoff Brumfield up the middle and just tripped up over there by Hayden Ockman.
Well, we run the ball.
And
may run
well, they are showing a little more urgency in getting back to the line quickly, but they're awaiting the play being called from the sideline. 46 seconds to go on 2nd down. And pass, Alfaro lofting it up to Earlycut.
Flag.
And you have a flag. Earlycut was kind of motioning to the ref like, hey, he has his hands all over me.
Bryson Brown on the coverage and obviously jostled him coming up the sideline.
So a 1st down for the Lions with 37 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball at the 48-yard line. Tiger, what are you thinking here?
The inside receiver on that far side, if he goes down, well,
Clark.
you're just getting somebody out there now.
Alfaro dropping back, looking left side, passing out, and caught over there by Kajan Baptiste, but it looked like he stayed inbounds, so the clock still runs.
Baptiste on the receiving.
And a timeout. Timeout is called, so with 28 seconds to go here in the first half, Covington is leading 14-7. The 2nd and 2 for the Lions here following the timeout. 28 seconds to go here in the first half. Alfaro awaiting the call from the sideline. And 12 seconds, he'll take the snap, play action, pass to Clark. Clark trying to get away from defenders, but he'll be brought down over there by Josh Terrell, but not before getting the first down.
Clark on the receiving end.
22 seconds to go. Covington hurrying up.
Making the tackle.
Alfaro will spike it to stop the clock. So what do you think they'll go for here on second down, 19 seconds to go. They have
Mike,
34 yards.
What about coming back with that screen pass?
Screen pass to Cialona.
No, to Brumfield.
Oh. And St. Paul's will take a timeout. So with 19 seconds remaining in the first half, Covington still leading 14-7. 2nd and 10, 19 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 3 to the top of your screen for the Covington Lions, and they will hand it off to Brumfield up the middle. He'll barrel forward for about 6 before being brought down by Nick Knobloch. And Covington will take a timeout with 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Covington up 14-7. 15 seconds on the clock. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Play coming in from the sideline. Three to the top of your screen now. Alfaro calling for it, looking right side. Nearly picked off, but incomplete by Bryson Brown.
So they went with a quick out, with time situation, went with the quick out. His balls have been kind of low. They've been low.
That brings up 4th down for the Lions.
4th down for the Lions.
12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Alfaro takes the snap, dropping back, looking left side, lofts it up, and caught it! But there's a flag down, but as the call is right now, that is a touchdown for Kajan Baptiste. Well, we'll see what this call is. What a catch for Baptiste.
Oh.
And it's on the Lions. Baptiste pushed off.
Ooh, wow. That was interesting.
So, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I kind of saw Benaldi on him before. I don't know if I saw Baptiste push off, but I mean, we'll see in the.
Well, we don't have the benefit of that angle.
Right.
Yeah,
so
no.
When the replay is played in this broadcast, we'll know for sure.
That pass completion is
But
nullified, and the Lions
now
will
4th
have
and
it
long
as a
for the
4th
Lions
and long.
with 4 seconds left on the clock.
4 seconds left.
And you think a shot at the end zone
Oh, yeah. I mean,
here on 4th and 29. No. 4th and 19. Alfaro dropping back, pressure coming, and he's sacked.
Alfaro is sacked.
Dropped over there by Bradley Mashburn along with Noah Seiden. And that will end the first half with Covington leading 14-7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the halftime performance of the Covington High School Marching Lion Band. Here it is, 2016, and most of the music you people hear is that pre-programmed electronic rap. It is rare that you get to hear an authentic blues man practicing his craft. But that changes tonight as the Marching Lions have brought in two incredible blues talents, Jake and Elwood Blues. Please welcome the Blues Brothers. Let's welcome the CHS Dancing Darlings and Golden Silks to the field. The student leaders of the Dancing Darlings are Captain Haley Nobles, Co-Captain Katie Keene, Lieutenants Amory Rowan and Sarah Wolf. The student leader of the Golden Silks is Captain Beth Lee and Lieutenant Leisha Forstall. We continue our halftime show with Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon.
Lions to kick it off for the St. Paul's Wolves to start the second half. Covington, of course, leading 14-7. Means kicks it off. It will be returned by Cialona. Cialona running to the middle, still on his feet, looking to cut up and slipped at the 20-yard line. And Bryson Brown over there on a tackle. So, Tiger, coming out of halftime, if you are Covington, if you're Coach Greg Salter, what are you telling your team here as they're up 14-7?
Well, we've done everything we were supposed to do in the first half, but we didn't take advantage of some situations, great field positions a couple of times, so we need to keep moving the football. Let's get something going offensively to continue being ahead.
It's 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Alfaro is in the gun. Brumfield still in the game. Handoff, Brumfield up the middle, and he's tackled by Josh Terrell. And that's something we've seen out of Brumfield some of the season is he's had limited playing time due to various injuries, nicks, and things, but he is here in the second half. And that's a good sign for Covington.
Yes, it is.
And that's 2nd and 8 for the Covington offense.
A little different look defensively as they've gone with 4 down linemen.
Snap back, and they'll hand it off to Brumfield, coming right side. And he'll be brought down after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Christian Roberts along with Bradley Mashburn.
Yeah, great cut right there by Brumfield to get out around the end and make something out of nothing. But like I said, they've gone to 4 down linemen instead of 3, and 2 linebackers. A different look to try to put pressure is my thought here on the running game and on Alfaro.
3rd down, Alfaro. He'll keep it and looked to try and pass that dump, but he's piled up on immediately and dropped behind the line of scrimmage over there by a pack of Wolves, including Nick Knobloch along with Hayden Achman.
Bad choice there. Cialona wide open at the sticks. Should have drilled it out there and gotten the first down.
And that'll bring on Devin Jenkins to punt for the Lions on 4th down. Myers is back to return for the Wolves. Jenkins punts it away, almost blocked, but gets it off. And fair caught by Myers at about the 48-yard line. Excuse me, the 43.
So great field position here for the Wolves on their first possession of the second half.
And I asked you when Covington got their offensive series just then what you would have told them at half. Here, St. Paul's had a lot of mistakes on both sides of the ball, a lot of penalties there in the first half. You can clean up, missed assignments, but how do you clean up those mental mistakes that cause those penalties?
Focus, focus, focus.
Pass to Bedford on the screen to the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of maybe 1, tackled over there by Zach Day.
They went with the jailbreak screen right there. A Bedford coming inside. Good defense right there to stop him, make it 2nd down and 9. I do know that Coach Sears spent a lot of time with the referees. That's another way that you can fix your problems if you can chat up the referees, get them seeing it your way.
Only 2 receivers in. McDowell dropping back. He'll pass. Bedford catches it, and that'll be a 1st down after about a 14-yard gain. He's brought down over there by the safety, Thomas Johnson.
LaSherm Wallace, linebacker, could have picked that off almost. He was at a bad angle and didn't see the receiver coming in on the post, and had he broken on it a little sooner, he might have had a pick 6.
1st and 10, McDowell calling for it. He'll hand off Corey Williamson, and he's met immediately in the backfield and gang tackled. Well, not really tackled. He's just kind of, that's a way to stay up by Corey Williamson, but he's driven back by the Covington Lions.
A loss on that play. I got to say the front line, defensive line for for the Lions has played pretty stout tonight, along with the linebackers. Front seven have been really good.
Betts, Vincent Fora, Turner, and Ford. Ford has been very big for both ways for the Lions. Here's McDowell dropping back, looking left side, wide open. TJ Bedford still going right side, and that'll be another first down, tackled over there by Marcus Williams.
That was a little in route that he drug across the field, and he was able to McDowell was able to pick him up. He was wide open. It must have been on a blitz at that point. The only thing I could think is there was no linebacker in the area.
1st and 10, up tempo for St. Paul's. McDowell to Bedford again, almost looked like the same play, and he's tackled over there by LaSherman Wallace. Another first down for St. Paul's.
Yeah, that time it was a post route, and like you said, good pickup by you. One way to get them going is to pick up the speed.
And that'll bring up another first down, all at the 14-yard line. McDowell on 2 that time. McDowell looking, pressure coming, evades, tosses to the end zone, and overthrows Grant Grosh in the end zone. Marcus Williams and Thomas Johnson on the coverage.
That one was high, but the rush on McDowell caused him to step up and throw that. Betts was the pressure point on that one.
So 2nd and 10. And they tried that freeze play again. 7:48 to go in the 3rd, and they're running that Snapchat play again.
There it is.
McDowell calls for it, dropping back, pressure coming, and it is caught for his 2nd touchdown of the night, Thomas Celestine.
Just a skinny post right there. He delivered it right on the money. Touchdown.
We'll see the extra point as Means comes on. And they line up over there. Why do they do that, Tiger? They just line up, they huddle up way over there, and then come on over to the ball, but they don't huddle behind it. Like,
I have no idea.
You know, a good bit of teams do something, some formation of that.
But usually have a center up there.
Right, with the swinging gate. And we have a flag down. This is on Covington. And you have players down there saying, hey, let's go for 2. But they won't. They'll keep Means on, and they'll kick the extra point.
Offside penalty against the Lions. Move the ball up.
Snap down, Means. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 7:43 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the score is tied at 14 apiece. Means on the kick following the St. Paul's touchdown. Means, low kick, will bounce and go out of bounds. That was low and to the left. So Covington will start this drive. Better field position. And, you know, following that drive from St. Paul's, Covington needs to respond here and hopefully score.
Absolutely, because the momentum has markedly shifted coming out of the second half here. And the Lions had it all the first half. And now, the beginning of this half, it's tied. And they're moving
the ball to the middle of the field.
It should be, yes. Why would it be on the hash?
They marked it on the hash.
I don't know.
Alfaro in the gun on 1st and 10. They like to do that hard count. We've seen that pretty much every drive from Covington. Handoff, Brumfield up the middle, has a hole, and he's brought down by Taylor Lacoste and Bradley Mashburn. After a gain of About 4.
Yeah, they go right side that time, block in, block out, and he finds that little seam, and they get 4.
2nd and 6. Ball at the 39-yard line. Alfaro awaiting the play from the sidelines. 2 to the top of your screen. Alfaro calls for it, and play action to Brumfield, and he had a wide open Milton Clark, but he tipped it up, nearly picked off by the Wolves, but it's ruled incomplete.
Yeah, he was throwing low in the first half, and he comes out, and that one skied. Wide open receiver, too.
And Milton Clark, and those are kind of the plays you were talking about in the first half, hitting Clark there on the hash.
And Clark was making some good catches, but you can't catch that.
No. So that brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Receivers to the top are bunched in. And St. Paul still showing the 4-man down on defense. Play action. Rolling to his right. Alfaro, and incomplete through the hands of Milton Clark there. On the coverage was Christian Roberts.
Yeah, you got to come down with that.
That one with the tip, that one was too high, but that pass hit him right in the hands.
That, yeah. Again, a little high on his throws, though, I will say.
So we'll see Devin Jenkins on the punt for the Lions. Myers back deep to return for the Wolves. Snap is back. Jenkins, high but short, very short. And Myers.
Yeah, shanked that one. And now in the field position game, as in the first half, Covington had all the field position. Second half now, it's St. Paul's.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10. Ball at the 42.
This is a huge series, huge for Covington. If they're going to be able to stay in this game, they've done a great job defensively, but they need to slow down the Wolves right here.
And they bring the fullback in, and they'll hand it off to Williamson up the middle. He's met almost immediately. He's able to get about a 2-yard gain, but he's tackled down there by Vincent Foria and Cody Turner, those 2 interior linemen for the Lions. And we have a player down, so we'll step away. Following the injury timeout, it is 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. They have 3 to the top of your screen. McDowell in the gun. And McDowell calls for it, looking downfield, pressure coming, but it's caught over there on the sideline by Logan Davenport. He's forced out of bounds over there by Austin Russell.
He was hit just after he threw the ball.
Yeah, that was Anthony Ford coming on the pressure for the Lions. So 1st and 10.
Going with the up-tempo again.
McDowell. Screen pass out. Caught over there for the first down. Still fighting. Still on his feet. My goodness. Myers spins out. Still going, and he will score. Touchdown, St. Paul's Wolves.
They got 2 great blocks out there, again, off of that screen play that they scored in the first half. 2 great blocks out there. Myers with a spin. He's been spinning all night. Spins it into the end zone. Good run by him.
And Means on to attempt the extra point for the Wolves. Roberts on the hold. And another flag on an extra point. And it's on the Lions. So that's on that first extra point of the second half here. They got on offsides, and now they get another one. Means to attempt the extra point. Snap down, kick up, and it is good. So with 6:14 remaining in the third quarter, St. Paul's Wolves lead 21-14. Means on to kickoff following the Wolves touchdown. It's kicked downfield, and it will go in the end zone for the touchback. And you said that drive was critical for St. Paul's, and they responded. They scored. They have 2 touchdowns here in the second half.
Well, I thought it was critical to both sides, really to Covington. Can they now, after a touchdown to tie the game, could they stop them? Now, of course, now the shoe's on the other foot. This is critical to Covington.
I mean, really, when you have 2 good football teams like these two are, every drive is critical, especially when you have powerful offenses. So that brings up 1st and 10. Trips left. Alfaro in the gun. Takes it. Handoff to Bella, keeping himself around the left side. He'll gain about 3 before being brought down over there by Bradley Mashburn. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Lions.
Well, the critical part for me was that it's all about momentum, and the Lions had it going into the half, coming out of the half. Now St. Paul's has taken it back. I'm looking for the Lions to try to take back some of that, and so far in the second half, not good.
Trips right. Alfaro, play action, pass, caught. Cialona. He's still on his feet, crossing the 50, and he'll be tackled over there by Christian Roberts after the huge gain.
What a pretty pass that time. He nailed that one. Man, Cialino with a major spin move a la Myers, and
37-yard reception.
Big play.
5:15 to go in the third. Alfaro in the gun. Trips left. Alfaro will hand off to Chason up the middle, and he'll be brought down by Mashburn after a gain of 3.
Brumfield back in.
Yeah, Henry Chason only in for 1 play. We saw a lot of Chason last week. He did very well in Brumfield's absence against Slidell. But Brumfield back in on 2nd and 7. Three to the top of your screen. Alfaro looking right side, lofts it up to early cut, and he knew it was overthrown. Kind of quit on that route a little bit.
Yeah, I think he gave up a little bit too soon.
It looked like if he had taken 2 or 3 more strides, he probably could have come down with that one. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
I didn't get going for the home run right there. You got to drive going. What's the deal? Let's see if we, get it to where it could be 4th and manageable.
What are you expecting here?
It'll be a pass. How about that screen? We need to see the screen pass.
3rd and 7. Snap back, Alfaro. Running pocket, collapsing, trying to get away from it, eluding it, and he's brought down over there.
Wow, that play just took too long. And as I noted, coming out of the second half, they're going with 4 down linemen, not 3, and that's putting the pressure on Alfaro.
And Noah Seiden is that kind of 4th lineman they brought in, but Noah Seiden and Nick Knobloch on the tackle.
And Bradley Mashburn getting that
So
sack.
4th down, 4th and 17, back to Jenkins. He'll punt it away. Myers saying, get away from it. Colin Peter. Jack Finaldi runs away, and it will be downed at the 20-yard line
Down at the 20.
by
It'll be first
Austin
and
Russell.
10 for the Wolves when play resumes.
So we'll see the St. Paul's offense again with 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. St. Paul's is up 21-14. St. Paul's kind of taking their time coming back on the field.
I'm wondering if they're going to go back with that hurry up. This time they're going a little.
Well, like a full house backfield.
Yep.
And the motion in the fullback. And they'll hand off Williamson up the middle, still fighting. He'll gain about 4 yards on the carry.
They went away from where they motioned the man and appeared to have the strength, so they went to the open side.
Thomas Celestine has checked back in the game. He has the 2 touchdown receptions.
2nd and 6.
McDowell calls for it, looking left side, and he'll hit Myers with it. Myers still going, and he'll cross the 40-yard line after about a 20-yard gain.
McDowell, great job right there. He had to shuffle over some with the pressure coming. Myers sensed that and moved to an open spot, and he drilled it in that open spot, and they got a first down.
And we have a timeout on the field with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. St. Paul's leads 21-14. Back to that full house backfield after the quick timeout. McDowell calls for it. He'll pitch it out on the carry. Logan Davenport going right side. He'll gain 5 before being brought down over there by Anthony Ford along with Marcus Williams.
They went with the toss sweep that time. Had the wide receiver come down and block on the end, straight down the line of scrimmage, block on the end, and they got good yardage.
That brings up 2nd and 6. Snap, back, handoff, Davenport again, left side, and he's dragged down over there by Ralph Crandall after a gain of about 3 on the carry. That'll bring up third and about 4 for the Wolves. 1:57 to go here in the third quarter. They have 2 receivers to either side. Corey Williamson back in it, running back. Snap, back, rolling, left side. McDowell tossing to TJ Bedford, dancing around defenders, and he'll be brought down inbounds by Austin Russell after getting the first down.
Yeah, there's that kind of roll out to the left. Bedford goes down about 8-10 yards and sits down, and he at the sideline, and McDowell drills it in there. Nice throw.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 with the ball at the 43-yard line. Only 1 receiver out there. Everybody else in tight. Fullback in. Davenport at running back. They'll hand off Davenport left side, dancing around, and he's brought down after the gain of about 2 by Grayson Lloyd.
They ran the power to the left that time with the wing back and the tight end blocking down, and they pulled 2 guards. One kicks out, one leads through the hole, and they picked up about 1, looks like.
Davenport, the ball carrier.
So as subs come in, the play is being signaled in from the sideline. One of them is the praying hands emoji that you see on iPhones. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. McDowell, right side, way overthrown, intended for Grant Grosh.
Yeah, same thing this time. Same thing with the completion earlier with Bedford. Half roll right, pull up, stop route by Grush. That time he overthrew him.
So that will bring up 3rd and 9 for the St. Paul's offense. 47 seconds remaining in the third. Davenport back in at running back. McDowell calling for it. Looking, right side passes, hits an open Grant Grosh. Gets down past the 25-yard line, and another first down for the St. Paul's offense.
Went back to that post. He's getting a lot of mileage out of the post route, or the skinny post. That wasn't the skinny, that was a regular post route. That broke right in the middle of that zone. Nobody to cover.
They've had a lot of success with that in this game so far. Yeah. Motion coming. The ball is on the ground, and Myers will fall on it. Not sure what happened there. Maybe it hit the leg of the center as he was trying to snap it back. Or?
All I know is this: had he not been coming in motion, that ball, that would have been easy pickings for Covington.
The 2nd and 11 for the Wolves. 13 seconds left, and it looks like they will let the clock run out to end the 3rd quarter as both teams head to the sideline. Clock runs down. So that'll end the 3rd quarter with St. Paul's leading 21-14.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports, fine arts, and learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Starting off the 4th quarter with that full house set. Davenport in at running back. And second and 12. Fullback in motion. McDowell calls for it. And play action, rolling left side, finds a wide open Zach Gallagher. But there's a flag on the field, which may negate that big gain.
Wow.
And we've seen that a lot from St. Paul's tonight.
Well, early in the first half, yes. The second half, they've been pretty flawless till now.
Yeah, in the first half,
was it illegal? Was it illegal? Was it illegal?
Man downfield?
Yeah. Ineligible is what I meant, not illegal.
Yeah. So that's another big gain negated by a kind of one of those silly penalties, those mental errors. Remember when I played offensive line, they would tell us, look, if you find yourself in a situation, just fall down and don't let anyone see you. So that'll bring up 2nd and 17.
2nd and 17.
For the Wolves, 3 to the top of your screen. McDowell in the gun with Davenport. Calls for it. Rolling out to his left, looking back, right side, passes, looking for Davenport. It falls at Davenport's feet. Coverage by Avery Mendenheim. And there was a lot of pressure from Trevor Betts bearing down on McDowell as he threw that one.
Yeah, they sprinted, went back to that sprint one way, tried to throw back the other. Instead of the post, they ran it back out and up the field. Mendenheim with good coverage. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and 17. Davenport still in. McDowell calling for it. Pocket collapsing, steps up, he'll run it himself, has plenty of room to run, gets to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds. It's still about 5 yards short of getting the first down for the Wolves. And potential field goal here.
Well, they're bringing on the field goal team, it looks like.
So Means will come on to attempt the 37-yarder. The Wolves are up 21-14. They're lining up kind of like they do for the extra points, huddled off to the side. And now they'll get themselves in place. On the hold is Christian Roberts for St. Paul's. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is no good. No good.
I think it was wide right.
So Means misses on the field goal attempt. No.
Wow.
St. Paul 21.
Good stop for Covington.
14.
As St. Paul's was driving. So 11:23 to go in the game. Covington looking to tie it up on this drive as they get the ball at the 20-yard line.
They've been pretty much stifled here in the second half since they went to a 4-2, four down linemen up front with 2 linebackers. They were 3-3 earlier. And they're doing that.
And they're shifting
They're
and
stemming,
stunning. And,
yeah.
Alfaro passing out to Kejon Baptiste. And he'll be brought down after about an 8-yard gain. Brought down over there by Jack Benaldi.
We got a question, though.
And there's a flag on the field.
Ineligible.
And they have an ineligible man downfield.
Right.
Legal man
So,
downfield.
After the
That'll be penalized against the Lions.
After the big
5
gain,
yards, making it 1st and 15.
it negates it, and they'll be brought back to the 10-yard, to the 15. So 1st and 15 for the Lions. Ball at the 15.
It looks like the teams switched at halftime. One's making the mistakes that the other one made.
Exactly.
In this case, the Lions made the mistakes in the second half that the Wolves from the first half.
Alfaro calling for it. Pressure bearing down on him. He's rolling right side, and he has to throw it out to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, he was definitely scrolling off the page because he was under pressure. Had to throw it away. I worried, and now we got a
and
flag.
We have another yellow hanky. Yeah, big pressure bearing down from Nick Knobloch, Bradley Mashburn, and Hayden Achman.
Well, that's wow.
That'll back up the Lions. And they're deep in their own territory now. Ball being, wow. Ball spotted at the 1.
Wait a minute, was that roughing the passer?
No.
What was that? No, he did this too.
Oh,
I don't know. I missed out on that, to be honest with you.
Ball at the 1.
Wow.
On 2nd and Lacombe. Excuse me, 2nd and Lacombe.
It might be, since we're going right to left, Folsom. 3rd and Folsom.
Right. The 2nd and Folsom. With Alfaro in his end zone, taking the snap. Look, pump right side, lofts it up and it falls incomplete, intended for Kejon Baptiste with Jack Benaldi on the coverage. And some boos from the Covington cheering section wanting a flag there. So that brings up 3rd and Folsom.
He winged it out there.
Yeah, he lofted it up. Alfaro in the gun in his own end zone. Brumfield way back there in the end zone.
And long.
Where's that screenplay?
We've been calling on that screenplay all half.
And we went good in the first half.
And lofts it up again, and this is well overthrown. Intended over there for early cut on the coverage. Bryson Brown saying, man, if I could have just gotten 2-3 more strides, I could have picked that one off. He was looking over his shoulder, looking for it.
And it would have been as good as a punt, in that realm, throwing it up like that, because now the field is again great field position for the Wolves when they get the football back here.
And Jenkins be standing right there at the back of the end zone. This isn't a fun place to punt from. It's shorter. It's usually 15 yards on the snap. Now it's 10. Ball back there. Pressure was coming, but good job picking it up and punted back to Myers. He won't fair catch it. He's still on his feet, still going, but they will call him down.
Yeah.
They will call him down. He was brought down by Austin Russell on the coverage. And now boos coming from the St. Paul side, wanting the officials to say he was not down.
I guess they were going to try to say that he rolled over the guy and didn't actually touch the ground.
Well, from this vantage point, you can see how that's a reasonable argument, but they're actually down there on the field, whereas we're all in the stands, or in our case, in the press box, and we can't see it as clearly as they can. So the St. Paul's offense takes over at the 35. Great field position to start this drive. 10:33 remaining. Motion from Myers. McDowell calls for it. Screen out to Myers, and he will get the first down after about a 13-yard pickup. Tackled over there, and now Myers has to be pulled off the field as he comes up gimpy.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that those screens didn't have as much success in the first half as they're having here in the second half. And I don't know the answer for that, other than the defense is not doing its job.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. McDowell, handoff. Williamson going up the middle, still pushing for being gang tackled over there. After a gain of about 2, gang tackled over there by Lloyd, Wallace, and a host of other Lions. About a 2-yard gain that brings up 2nd and 8. 10 minutes remaining here in the 4th.
Well, this rivalry started in 1935. We know this. We're in Jack Salter Stadium, and Jack Salter coached both the St. Paul's Wolves and the Covington Lions, not at the same time. So he's coached on both sides in this ball game.
McDowell lofting it out right side, way too much on it. It goes sailing out the back of the end zone, intended for Grosh. But yeah, they battle for the little brown jug, as we said in pregame.
Right. From 1935 to 1974, it was a continuous thing, with Covington winning many more of those. But since about the 2000s, when it was kind of reinstituted, St. Paul's has had its way more than its share of.
Well, St. Paul's has won 11 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams. That brings up 3rd and 8. Rolling right, squaring up. McDowell to the end zone. Too much on it again. Intended for TJ Bedford. And we have a flag. Roughing the passer will be called on the Lions. And that is big.
Yeah, it's huge. You don't want to make mistakes.
But McDowell gets up quickly, and he'll stay in.
Trying to shake it off.
But they get a first down. And the ball spotted about the 11-yard line. So first and 10, ball at the 11. Motion from the fullback. McDowell, handoff Williamson up the middle, fighting forward and being dragged down by Trevor Betts after a gain of 4.
Good hard running in there by Williamson.
Williamson coming into tonight had 461 yards on 86 carries, averaging 5.4 yards a carry and 10 touchdowns. He's their battering ram. He has 3 games of over 100 yards rushing. 2nd and 7 for the Wolves. You have Williamson and Davenport in the backfield, and the Wolves will call a timeout with 8:52 remaining. St. Paul's leading 21-14. Coming out of the St. Paul's timeout, it's 2nd and 7 for the Wolves, looking to try and put this one out of reach. Pressure coming. McDowell getting away from it and tosses it.
Wow.
Tries to find Bedford, but it's low, and it falls incomplete.
How did he get out of that? I thought he was going to go down right there, but no.
A lot of guys bearing down on him, and he just used that raw athletic ability to get away from it. So that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Wolves. What do you think they call here?
Praying hands play over there, or the Snapchat. play?
Actually, that's neither. I can't see that far from. I don't recognize any of those symbols.
They're gonna run. This guy's gonna run an out. They're gonna run a post with that guy.
They've had success with that. McDowell calling for it, looking left side, throws the post to Bedford, but it's overthrown.
Oh no!
And,
no.
And it looks like
No,
they'll
no,
call
come
Russell
on.
with some interference, but even not only does the crowd take issue with that call, so does Tiger Edwards.
No. That contact came after the ball was way over his head and he was going down. Come on. Put that thing away.
That pass incomplete, but a penalty
And
flag.
they'll mark it off half the distance.
That is
So
huge.
the ball is at the 4-yard line. And first down. That is huge.
At the 4, first and goal.
St. Paul's taking their time trying to get the right play in.
Because that would have brought up 4th down.
Right.
They're saying it's still 3rd.
Oh, 3rd down.
Yeah.
Third and 3 at the 4-yard line.
We're going to give it to no. Yeah.
Williamson.
Yeah. He'll start one way, go back the other.
McDowell
Or
passing. He throws it to Bedford. Too
that
high. Couldn't reach it. Couldn't come down with it. Now, Odell Beckham would have caught that one-handed and dove backwards.
I don't know.
But
maybe not. And then he got in an argument with the guy about pushing on him. I don't know.
But Bedford, it falls incomplete. And 4th down.
And Mr. Means is going to get another try.
4th down at the 4.
And a big guy running on the field late. 8:37 to go. Means lined up, ready to go. Roberts to hold. Snap is back, down, up, and it is good. Means hits the field goal. So with 8:32 remaining here in the 4th, St. Paul's leads 24-14. And Means to kick it off after the St. Paul's field goal. After kicking the field goal, he will kick off. Means booting it downfield and out the back of the end zone. So the Covington Lions will start this drive at the 20-yard line, looking to get something going in the second half. With 8:32 remaining, this is a very crucial drive for the Lions.
Right. Well, I can tell you this. It's been a reversal of fortune. The Wolves have done basically what the Lions did in the first half, and the Lions have done essentially what the Wolves did in the first half. So a definite turnaround, and you got to credit this St. Paul's defense for pretty much shutting down the Lions here in the second half.
3 to the bottom of your screen. Alfaro will keep it himself around the left side, crossing the 30-yard line, trying to extend it out, and maybe just short of the first down, depending on where they spot it. No, they give him the first down.
Yep.
So Alfaro keeping it himself gets the first down around the left side.
Hurry up offense.
Yeah, very up-tempo. 3 to the top of the screen. Handoff, Brumfield up the middle, has a hole, still going, and he'll still trying to turn it, but he's dropped by St. Paul's.
Good pickup of 5 right there on that play.
Tackled by Paul Grimion after the pickup. So 2nd and 5.
17 unanswered points in this half for the St. Paul's Wolves.
Alfaro signaling in the play. St. Paul's still in the 4-2. Alfaro kind of faked the handoff to the right. Nobody was there, and he'll keep it himself up the middle for a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
That might tell you that was a busted play.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to fake the handoff to Brumfield to the right, but Brumfield went left.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 3 for the Lions. Critical 3rd down. Need to extend this drive. Alfaro called it a low snap on the ground. Alfaro picks it up, rolling to his left, and he's dropped.
Alfaro.
Tackled there by Paul Grimion.
Wow. Bad snap. Inopportune time right there for that to happen.
Yeah, snap kind of rolled back there to him, and he lost control of it on the ground. Tried to make something out of nothing with Grimion, dropped him. So that brings up 4th down. The Lions will go for it. Cialona on. Trips to the right. Alfaro calling for it, looking right, pressure coming, dumps it off to Brumfield. He's running, and he will pick up the 1st down.
Wow. Wow.
So that's big play on 4th down. Tackle over there by Taylor Lacoste for the Wolves.
Yeah, ran that flare pass. I think they threw it early in the game, and they whammed him, and that was it. You hadn't seen it since. Now they go back to it.
1st and 10, ball at the 42. Trips to the bottom of your screen. And a bad snap again over the head of Alfaro, and he will have to fall on it for a huge loss.
That is huge.
And it looked like, I mean, it was a high snap, but it looked like it went through his hands there, maybe a little wet.
I don't know. I think it was a little high.
Well, it was high,
Yeah.
but he had some hand on it. So now, Covington,
Wow.
second and 35
Second and north of Folsom.
in north of Folsom. Second and, what, Bush, son?
Could
And
be.
pressure coming, screen, and incomplete pass to Devin Brumfield.
Wow.
Alfaro's pass to Brumfield.
On the coverage there, Josh Terrell. So 3rd and 35 now. And this Covington crowd has gotten quiet. .5:25 to go in the game. Dropping back, Alfaro lofting this one out, and it will be dropped, incomplete. Jack Benaldi on the coverage of Kajan Baptiste.
Kajan had to play defense right there and knock that ball out of the hands.
Yeah, it looked like it was almost going into the breadbasket there of Benaldi,
Right.
and Kajan Baptiste had to knock it out.
You got to throw that one way out towards the sideline and not to the inside of the field.
It's 4th and 35, and they'll bring Devin Jenkins on to punt. 5:17 remaining in the game. Snap is back. Jenkins gets it away. High punt, and it will cross midfield, and it will be, well, it'll be downed right at midfield by Josh King.
Well,
So it's 24-14 with 5 minutes remaining. I mean, we'll probably see St. Paul's come out here and
run the football.
run it with Williamson and Davenport, trying to run that clock out.
Don't do anything. Don't try to be fancy right here.
No, that's when you're more susceptible to mistakes.
Nice and safe here.
McDowell, and there it is, hand up the middle. Williamson trying to spin off a defender, but he's dragged down by Janson.
Pick up about 6 on that play.
And the clock is running.
It always befuddles me when you see teams line up. You know they're running the football, and yet, for whatever reason, you can't stop
He
them.
got they blew him open a big hole. The line of Ikamina, Mathern, Eichel, Venning, and Natchin.
High Natchin, I think. Well, I'll
There's
tell you.
the Florida Gator play coming in. Fullback in. And they'll hand it off left side. Williamson has a hole, busting through the hole, still on his feet, still going, and he will be dragged down by Janson once again after about a 13-yard gain. So, as you said, nothing fancy. Just open up holes for your runner, And Covington knows the runs are coming, like you said, and holes still being blown open.
Well, part of that is that defense is tired. And if you play offense and you push on somebody and you're able to push on, and they start to ease up, those holes open up way easier.
4 minutes to go, full house backfield. In the gun, snap back, handoff Williamson up the middle, still gaining yards, powering forward, and a gain of about 7 on the run.
Right now, they're just gashing them inside here. Just power, mano a mano right here. The offensive line
versus the defensive line.
Yeah,
the battle in the trenches.
Yep.
So that brings up second and about 5.
Williamson, the ball carrier, picks up
And St. Paul's, as they should be, taking their time, letting the play clock run down. It's down to 9 seconds. Full house backfield again. Motion from the fullback. McDowell, handoff Williamson, and he'll be dropped after a gain of maybe 1.
He looked like he slipped down going into that hole.
With Cody Turner there. And Covington will call a timeout with 3:12 remaining. St. Paul's winning 24-14. After the timeout, third down, 3rd and 4 for the Wolves. Snap back, handoff Williamson. He'll get the first down and a gain of about 6. That'll give the Wolves another first down.
And more importantly, keep the clock running.
Yes, keep the clock running, and they are taking their time getting to the line, getting that play set.
This is ye old leather helmet football.
But now next week, this St. Paul's team has quite a challenge ahead of them and a very good Ponchatoula team.
Ooh, that's the battle for the district championship right there.
But they're playing it at home in Hunter Stadium.
That's
McDowell under center, handoff Williamson left side, trying to find space, but he's dragged down over there by Day. But yeah, the St. Paul's will go on to face Ponchatoula, which will be a big challenge. Many people saying really the battle for the district championship in that game. Should be a good matchup. And we have a timeout called on the field with 2:37 remaining. St. Paul's leading 24-14. Full house backfield, 2nd and 11. McDowell calling for it, and they'll pass. Rolling out to his right, pass, and he will hit number 44. That is Zach Gallagher. Kind of hits him over there in the flat, and he takes it upfield for the St. Paul's first down.
And next week, Covington has Fountain Blue.
Yeah, they play at Fountain Blue. They go to the Dog Pound.
Well, they're going to have to. I'll tell you right now, they're going to go back in. Coach Salter and the group are going to go back in, and they're going to look at this film. And there's going to be a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda that did not take place tonight. And on the flip side of the field, Coach Sears is going to be quite happy that they didn't play good in the first half, but came out here in the second half and did what they had to.
And Williamson dragging defenders. The ball is loose.
He was already in the end zone. He was already in the end zone, yeah.
Yeah, so touchdown, St. Paul's with 1:58 remaining as they extend their lead. Means coming on to attempt the extra point. Looking to make this 31-14.
Yeah, well, the Lions will have some revenge on their minds next week after they clear the fog from this game out of the way. And because Fountain Blue got a victory over them last year, so they'll be looking up for some revenge over at the Dog Pound.
Roberts to hold, snap back. Means kicks it up, and it is good. So with 1:58 remaining, St. Paul's leads 31-14. Means on the kickoff following the St. Paul's touchdown, and Means will send it deep downfield, and it will once again result in a touchback
into the end
So
zone.
Covington will take over at the 20. St. Paul's leading by 17, under 2 minutes to go. So now what's Covington thinking? What are they thinking going into this drive? Just clean it up, try and play our best ball to finish out the game? Or
Oh, they're going to try. They will try to throw the ball, try to do something, obviously, because they're not giving up. But to me, it should be dink, 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 not long ball stuff right now.
1st and 10, Alfaro takes the snap, dropping back, pressure coming from Mashburn, and Mashburn will drop him in the backfield for the sack.
I believe that the major change in this game happened at halftime when the St. Paul's coaches went from a 3-man rush to a 4-man rush.
They've been giving the offensive line fits since then, as well as Alfaro. 2nd and 14 for the Lions, minute 30 to go. Dropping back, handoff up the middle. Still going, and he will get close to the first down. That is Jeremiah Driver, the sophomore running back. He's 5'9", 185.
Nice run by him. But let's face it, the Wolves are just playing, prevent.
Jeremiah Driver.
3rd and 1. Dropping back, Alfaro looking left side and well overthrows Mason Cialona.
4th and 1 for the Lions.
I don't know if he was intended for Cialona or for Milton Clark.
So 4th down, have to go for it. 59 seconds remaining in the game. They can't convert here. St. Paul's will go into that victory formation. Alfaro calls for it. He'll keep it himself, fighting for those extra yards, and
he got it.
We'll see if he got it. Depending on the spot, and yes, they give him the first down. Alfaro fighting forward, trying to extend the 6'3" frame, and he gets the first down. Alfaro dropping back, looking left side. He'll hit Kejon Baptiste, who will be dropped immediately by Taylor Lacoste as the clock continues to run. Covington has one more timeout, but they'll quickly get back to the line. They've 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Alfaro looking left side, quick pass to Baptiste, who will run out of bounds. Jack Benaldi on the coverage, and Kejon Baptiste will get the first down for the Lions. There's 26 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball at the 43. Alfaro calling for it, looking downfield, pressure bearing down. He'll take it himself. A lot of real estate running, crosses the 40, and he will go out of bounds. He's hit by Robert McCoy. Big run, big gain. 18 seconds remaining for the Lions.
Nice run there, really, by Alfaro.
1st and 10, 3 to the top of your screen. Alfaro looking right side, lofting it up for Baptiste, and
he
through his hands, broken up.
He broke it up.
Broken up by
that one was lofted too much,
and
I guess for Baptiste to jump to get it, and
Bryson Brown on the coverage,
and it went incomplete.
Incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 12 seconds remaining, and this stadium has fallen silent.
Bryson Brown.
Well, I'm sure the St. Paul's fans will whoop it up here when the clock runs out.
Alfaro looking right side, pressure coming, Mashburn. Alfaro spins out of the Mashburn pressure, and Alfaro keeps it, and he's brought down over there by Hayden Achman.
The clock has run out.
And the clock runs out. That'll do it as St. Paul's wins 31-14. So let's take a second to thank those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Trey Folse, our director of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Swang, Sideline camera tonight, Rhett Sharp. Cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams. And on color tonight, Tiger Edwards. So from Jack Salter Stadium, where the St. Paul's Wolves will take home the Little Brown Jug versus the Covington Lions, my name is Grant Yenny. Good night. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.